So I'm going to make this quick because I'm actually going to the theater. Expect a video on that either tonight or tomorrow. Time we're recording this, which is Saturday. But Ultraman is a series I love. I just started watching it. Honestly, I can tell you I love it. I have a review for Ultra Q. I also reviewed the Netflix series. You can watch reviews for that. Ultra Q, I'll tell you this, does not have Ultraman in it. It is a series, basically, it's like the Twilight Zone where there's just kind of random stories with the narrator, and then they're kind of like eerie and creepy. It's in black and white, and a lot of it is just, hey, in this episode, there's a giant gorilla. Next episode, there's a giant spider or something, and you see what happens with that, basically. That's it. It's nothing more to it than that, and it's fun, it's entertaining. It's not for everyone. I would say this, don't watch anything Ultraman if you are not a fan of the classic Godzilla movies, like from the 60s to the 70s to the 80s, or I think they stopped at one point in the 80s. But whatever, if you're not a fan of like the rubber suits Godzilla stuff, don't watch any of this stuff. But this series, basically the idea is that this alien merges with a human to protect the world from all these aliens arriving on Earth. And so that's kind of the premise of the show. And it's basically it's the same idea as the last show, where there's giant monsters and there's a scientist like investigating it. Except this time they're more aliens than monsters, and they are, there's a lot more action. Also, the series is in color, so this is like just from this back here. That's basically what you're gonna get. This Ultraman fighting all these monsters and stuff. And the budget's gotten bigger because the other show, it was the most expensive Japanese show at the time. They thought it was gonna fail, and then it came out and was a humongous hit. Everybody loved it, so they said, "All right, we'll commission another show, but we will up the budget because everybody's loving this, and we'll make it bigger." So so the monsters were kind of fake to the point where some of them you could see the wires, I think one of them you could actually see the zipper on if you really look hard enough. It's really hard to see it, but you still can. But in this series, no. It's still the rubber suits. It's cheesy. It's dumb. But that's kind of the fun. This came from Japan, This is part of their culture, this type of stuff, and their entertainment. And it means a lot to them. If you look up, like, the history of Godzilla, which I'm not going to go into here. But, yeah, so, I mean, if you love Godzilla stuff, definitely watch anything Ultraman. It is super fun to watch. And these characters are just, it's kind of crazy how attached you get to them, honestly, after a while. That last episode almost made me go, but I didn't actually cry. But I'm excited to check out Ultra 7, which I believe is the next series in the Ultraman canon. Trying to watch through all the multiple different series and shows. I'm excited to check out more, and I think this show was really good. I enjoyed it way more than Ultra Q. Ultra Q was okay. I may watch like a couple episodes of Ultra Q, but I'm not going to go out of my way to like turn on Ultra Q and just binge a bunch of episodes. This, I would totally do that. It's way more fun, way more entertaining. Yeah. I really recommend checking it out if you have any interest in the Ultraman franchise at all.